Previously on Dungeon Call.
All of those of you who failed take 23 points of damage.
Holy moly!
Question, what happens if this literally kills me?
Then someone better do something before it gets back around to your turn.
I'm coming.
Excuse me, I'd love to see you be a squirrel again someday, and then I just...
Stab him as hard as you can.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, yeah!
Clear!
That is a hit for how much?
For 11 points of damage.
60.
How would you like him to die? So, yes, and that's 5 hours. You look down there. You do not see any evidence of one, let alone a pair.
So what, was Zin like seeing things?
Zen?
Yes.
Zen,
Imagine that.
yeah, I mean, pretty much.
All right. Okay.
She got it as wrong as you could possibly get that perception check.
Or maybe she was just lying to you.
Maybe.
I know you can see in the dark. Can she see in the dark?
Yes.
Everybody roll a perception check.
I'm...
Oh, great.
24.
I just can't see anything.
22.
6.
All right.
7. 13.
If you rolled above a 10, as you were getting ready for the night, each of you probably, at this point, are missing the most expensive object that you had on you.
The ring.
Like each one of us?
Non-magical. Non-magical. So none of the magical items are missing. But the most expensive, and that could include a single coin. If one of you have a coin that's worth 50 gold or 100 gold or what have you, that is missing.
Oh, whatever was on us.
Yes.
Easy come, easy go.
Yes, I'm.
My
and I-
50 piece is gone.
Well, should have let me spend it.
Every coin we get just goes straight to you.
If
All right.
you...
Anything else you're doing while we're getting ready for resting?
Dreaming of what I could forge.
So we all notice this,
Yeah.
and we all look at
Well,
Diony.
everyone who rolled
It
above a
wasn't
10, which is
me.
not me.
Oh.
Do you have anything larger
I've got
than
egg on the
50?
Oh,
brain.
wait, no,
I only had a 20.
then mine doesn't go in. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Yes, it does. You
You
just
have
don't
something wrong.
realize
You just
it.
notice it.
Yeah.
You don't notice
Yeah,
it.
you don't notice it.
Oh, got it. I thought being dumb was favorable this time.
Would have happened. Well, I'm missing 50 gold
I'm missing 52. Was it you? Did you steal?
Look,
No, I don't steal from
I believe in
friends.
forgive and forget, but come on.
Only enemies or random, silly-looking, frazzled people on the street.
Randos.
Friends.
Yeah, that's right.
Wary to call
I'm missing my
friends.
20, and that was the largest piece I had.
Like to see if she's lying. I'll roll.
Well,
see
I
if she's
still have
lying.
my spell coins, but they're not worth anything to anyone but me.
But they're magical also.
13. Perception?
Insight.
Inside.
Sorry. You know, we are in a
17.
whole dedicated to the god of thieves. I don't. Is that? Should I
could be a
roll
tie.
something? Is that?
You
no.
can make a no. You
Okay.
never have to roll to use your own personal player instincts. The only time I use that is if I'm trying to give you a piece of information I think your character would know, but you don't.
Right. Just a thought.
Yeah, it could be a tithe or something. Like you have to crossing fee.
A tithe that somebody sneaks in and pulls out of your pocket?
No, perhaps the guards themselves took it out of our pockets.
Not everything has a logical explanation.
I disagree with that.
Sometimes
Just
the logical
fundamentally.
explanation is magic.
Does that ring any bells of anything that any of us might have ever heard of, or?
You guys don't know
no
hardly
idea.
anything about Babbage's Hall. Because we've tried to see what you guys know of Babbage's Hall, and it's not a ton.
We don't even speak Babbagean.
Yeah, you're not Babbage enough.
But if that's the case, then money is missing just from the time we're here. Should we spend more time here?
Maybe this hall isn't the one to stop in.
So just thought, journey onward then.
So do we rest?
Well,
no.
you've been here for
Apparently they're
5.5
not
hours
resting.
already.
So
In that 5.5
Wait, can I
hours.
check back the down 30 feet and see if it happens to be in the lair?
You can, if you like. I mean, you have, again, this would even happen toward the beginning of the 5.5 hours. So while they're doing stuff, I'm kind of going back a little bit and asking what else you guys are doing for 5.5 hours. Well, the two of them are carving up a dragon, or drake. So yeah, you can check back down there and go ahead and make an investigation check.
Like after someone's mentioned it
Sure.
went missing. Investigation 11.
You don't see anything down there. I mean, they'd be awfully small, so they could be,
Check under all the courts and all the hundreds and hundreds of torches.
Is anybody missing something that's not a coin?
does anything have anything more valuable on them than a 50-cent piece?
I'm missing my dignity.
I wouldn't call that particularly
I'd say I'm
valuable.
missing my brain.
Again,
That seems to be an existing issue, though.
And my courage,
I'm missing my shame.
and my ruby red slippers. Sorry.
I'm missing my sense of humor. I'm tired.
I'm
I'd like to
missing the
rest.
alley that I used to sleep in begging for coins. That's what I'm missing.
Aw.
No,
All right,
that's not
well,
true.
I say onward further in towards.
Well,
we must get to tea.
You have another 4 hours before he's done carving up a dragon. His drake. Is there anything else you guys are doing within that 4 hours that he is spending? You can, by the way, take a short rest during this period of time, at
Okay.
the very least.
Is that good?
we roll our hit
Short
dice
rest
with
is
the
a-
time?
Yeah, you can use your hit dice. And I would include the two of you that are carving
How
up
about
the
your
dragon
short
can
rest?
also
Can you
take a
Take
short
a short
rest
rest.
during
Okay, doing great.
Yeah, as you
So
kind
roll
of
a d6
go on and off.
Okay.
You can take at least an hour break
Honestly, I
between.
don't need
Well, you
any.
how many
I
hit
didn't-
dice do you
I
have?
didn't do.
I'm gonna roll a d8.
You get 2 hit dice.
Feel
because
free to
you're
spend
level
whatever
2, I
hit
believe.
dice you prefer. I would imagine all of your hit dice.
Fellig,
Yes.
did you rest?
Oh,
I guess I'm taking
actually,
a short rest. He said I can have a short rest
Yeah.
even though I'm carving.
All right.
Even
Like
though
we're
you're carving,
taking
yeah.
turns.
So you can spend your 2 hit dice.
pardon me, I have a healing
by the way,
presence.
just a second. Because Tobias is with you, everyone gets an additional +2 hit
That's what
points
I'm saying.
per
Oh,
hit die.
I also have that.
Yeah, so both of you have that.
Myself included.
Didn't need it.
So Fellig,
Well, that's why you're follower of life as well.
It doesn't
14,
take a lot.
16
to get back to
points
full.
of
Yeah,
damage.
+2 to any die roll
I don't
Any
diminish
hit
this
dice.
for me.
for hit dice.
So is that is that stack?
Don't ruin this for me.
No, it
No,
doesn't stack.
does not stack.
so Fellig, when you open your eyes from your short rest, Zin is right next to you, staring at you. So peaceful when you rest. What?
What do you want?
I don't know, you're just so peaceful and nice when you rest. Otherwise, you're so angry.
You want to see me get more angry?
Maybe.
Nix, pull this thing away from me.
Zin, get over here. She relents.
I'll work on this while
Okay,
yeah.
so you continue to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to help with that because I think Teal is fascinated by
Sure.
something like this.
Sure.
All right, so you continue to. So you were up to 3 digits, correct?
Yes.
So it takes you 10 misses to get to the next digit. So now you're up to 4 digits. Oh God, 12. So all right, I want everybody to look into their bags and find their 3 highest coins and give them to them.
Do we notice this time that
Yes.
that they're missing?
Yes, and in fact, I would say at some point, because you're missing so horribly on this, at some point, you notice a coin just, you can feel it go clink, just disappear right in the moment as you are making a wrong.
I do have one question. Are there buttons that are repeated, or is it a new one each time?
No, it looks like you've been able to do a pattern. It looks like it's working like Simon.
Right, but does the pattern repeat with buttons that have already been pressed, or is it a new button each time, given that there are 12 buttons?
It's a new button each time, given that there are 12 buttons.
So then it's not possible for me to have missed.
No, it's not possible to have missed 12 times.
Right,
It was the maximum.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it seems like every time you miss,
Right.
the most valuable coin within a certain area, and apparently you're all within that area, disappears.
Stop doing that! I need my coins to make more coins.
Counterpoint, keep doing that.
Yes.
Until it opens, because I bet all of our money's in there.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it did on the 5th. So when you got the 5th in the combination,
Right.
it grows to a chest that is 3 by 4 by 3.
Feet?
And it does open. Now, I'm going to let you roll this. It's going to be a die 10, I think. Yes. So a die 10. You want a 2 or a 7?
That's very specific.
It's very specific.
All right.
Can I spend 3 chances on a spell coin bump on his roll?
Well, you don't know that. I mean, because it's not that kind of a roll, unfortunately.
No, it's not like an inspiration
But
kind of roll.
I will allow an inspiration roll on it
All right.
because you don't really know what he's going for. That's the problem. I'm saying 2 and 7, but you don't know that that's what you're going
Chances
for.
are not great, but all right, I'll use it.
Sure.
All right.
Nope.
Hey! 2!
Yes!
Yes!
Wow!
Do you double
All right.
it?
So what happens?
That's amazing. Yeah. So you open it up. So anything else besides a 2 or a 7 would have been empty. The 7 would have been all this. All these coins here. However, the 2 is what the previous owner was keeping all of its stuff in, which is all of this.
Yum, yum, yum. Delicious. Fashionable.
Terrifying.
Yes, please.
I want the belt.
Shiny.
Oh, wow.
Shiny.
Wowie,
So at the
wow.
end of this campaign, we'll have whole outfits.
Does it? Oh.
That's a satisfying thunk.
Daddy's getting
I thought it was going to take you so long to get this thing open.
Treasure, treasure!
Does this make up for some of the accidental killing?
If I can have
That ended up
200
being
gold.
the best use of inspiration.
Yeah.
Crazy. I can't believe you got that. A 1 in 10 chance.
Ah.
All right.
Who needs dragon eggs?
I'll take
Well, can
200
I-
gold if it's in that thing that clunked.
So
I think it's
Here's the
important
gold
we
bag.
figure out what's in there first, and
Wow.
we don't just start taking it.
I forged a coin before your sentence was done.
yeah.
What about, is there like a gem bag?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh yeah. There is a bag of gems. There's the bag of gems. Oh no, that's not a bag of gems actually. That is a never mind.
Wrong
Nothing to see
That's a
here.
bag that can't be emptied like that, actually. But I did think that was a gem bag. Oh, all right. Here's the gem bag. I don't know if we're seeing this on the camera above.
Ooh, shiny, shiny. I needed pearls to cast spells.
You don't actually.
There they'd be.
I've literally never seen this much money.
I know.
No, you haven't. You
Now
haven't.
our other money that's
No,
not
that
part
other
of
money is in 7.
Oh, okay.
Should we bathe in it? Like, some of us throw it in the air and others of us roll around and then we trade.
Juxtaposed
Yes.
Okay, all lie down.
So this is a chest of doors. Device looks to be a tiny glass chest with nothing in it. There are 12 glass panels in the chest. If the panels are touched in the proper order of a specific combination, each one will glow until the 5-pane combination is entered correctly. When that happens, the chest will transform into a larger chest that can hold 3 by 4 by 3 of material, no more than 500 pounds in weight. The chest actually holds 10 such magical spaces within it. However, they are just shy of 250,000 combinations. Only 10 of the combinations will cause the chest to come forth. Any wrong combination will take the most valuable non-magical item within 50 feet and place it within one of the chests. And then it talks a little bit about how to find out the different combinations. Awesome. So basically, you understand how that works, but you got the 1 in 10 chance that you actually just randomly got the combination.
Should we put the egg in it?
No, but then we won't be able to find it
Putting
again.
anything
I don't
back
think we
into
put
it.
anything in it.
Yeah.
No.
We're not actually going to touch it again because then it'll start taking
Taking
things.
things, right.
Well, if we get the combination wrong.
Right, but
If we get the combination right,
Right.
it'll open and it'll have one of the 10 doors. So
No.
we should keep doing it again until we get the money that it stole from us.
I didn't
And
think
it
that we were
starts
gonna see
stealing the
these,
things that we just got.
No, only if we get it wrong.
yeah, but let's not.
But we
Which
know
we
the
will.
combination now,
I
right?
do, yes.
I was paying attention.
Yes, we both do.
Fellow DMs out there will commiserate with me. This is one of those things that you think, okay, this is going to happen in a few weeks. They're going to, few months. Yeah, you know, you give out treasure, but it'll take some time. It'll take them some time, and they'll lose a bunch of money trying to do it, and it, you know, then they'll have to contemplate whether they're going to do it. It's going to take a few days to try and figure out. Nope.
Well, it might be a good time to cast an identify spell
Or a detect magic
detect
spell.
magic.
Yes, let's do that. We've got the 10 minutes. I'll detect the magic.
All right, so magic, 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 not magic, but valuable. Not magic, but valuable. Not magic, obviously. Magic, 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 magic.
Well,
Oh.
So some rings
can
and
we
coins. The rest is all
maybe
magic.
take a longer rest in exchange for me casting a little identification?
How long does that take?
8 hours.
I think
I mean, I'll do it first, but I don't want to use them all if we're not going to take a long rest and get spell slots back. Okay. I'll cast Identify on the belt.
So the belt.
Well, you'll maybe cast identify.
Right. Do you have to see whether you...
Okay, maybe I'll cast
cast
Ray of
sickness.
Sickness on the belt. Let's find out.
so fun.
It is Ray of Sickness. So let me just
The
do
belt starts coughing.
2d8
The hand just goes,
poison. I do 3 poison, and the belt needs to succeed on a Constitution 14 saving throw.
Fortunately, the belt is an inanimate object, and I don't really think
Great news.
poison doesn't seem to have any effect.
I cannot identify this poisoned belt. Let's try on something else.
I will show you what's in this bag. That bag, you look into it and you don't see anything in it. But this bag actually has 2 magical items in it. There we go.
What is it?
What is that? I can't see.
Earrings?
Dragon
Earrings.
Yeah, dragon earrings.
Ooh.
All right. I'd like
big
to
boys.
cast on the amulet.
All right.
Identify.
So did we rest 8 hours? Because I feel like we're at the end of your...
I have 1 spell slot left. I cast 2 identify and 1 disguise self, and the rest was cantrips.
Right, but you wouldn't have any more. So that, because you only have 3 spell slots, correct?
4.
The 4th one is your fortune spell slot.
That's a spell slot.
Yeah, it's
Well,
on that.
luckily, we hadn't used this many before, so now I know I do not have it because
You have 3 regular spell slots and 1 fortune slot. Yeah.
Well, there's a fortune of stuff there. Can she use it on that?
I
So
can tell you
not
with
today.
fortune.
Not today is the answer. We can't.
Right. You can take a long rest and then attempt this again.
Can I spend some time with one of those and see?
You can do anything.
Yeah. Well, does each of us want to hang on to? I mean,
I like
of
that
course, there's the
amulet.
possibility of cursed items.
We'll be fine. Why don't you keep those in a treasure chest?
I've been so lucky so far.
So I will say this about my world. It's not that there's never a cursed item, but it takes a lot of money and energy and power to create a magical item. I've always thought it's a little funny about the idea that, so cursed items, like items that just are evil to F with you, don't exist a whole lot in my games. However, items that have an unfortunate side effect do exist. So items that do something great, but also do something not so great at the same time.
Like stab to heal your friends until they don't.
Right, like that have surprising downsides to them that you might not have thought of.
So,
So I just want to caution that like there aren't a whole lot of this is just an item that all it does is make your life miserable. Don't exist as much in my games because I just don't believe that somebody would go to that much trouble to make that. Although we do live in a world where people, make viruses that just kill your computer for no reason. I like to think that people aren't that awful.
They have computers in Lear?
No.
We don't live in that world. I don't know what you're talking about.
If we all did take a long rest and spent some time cuddled up with one item each, that might give us some indications, perhaps.
Quick question. When he cast Detect Magic, did we not learn the gods associated with the items?
Yes. So I was going to at least give you that piece of information. So the belt is the god Drawn. Dronn under the god Fawn. So if somebody wants to look these up on the list, you can. Drawn, I believe, is protector of the dead.
Drawn is the protector of the dead. The grave tender is a neutral god.
All right. So that is the belt. The earrings are of Babbage. By the way, the chest is also magical, and that's of Binder.
Protector of travelers.
Yeah, and Binder is also
God of lone peoples and protector of travelers.
Yeah, and he's also his followers are use Tesser magic. So anything that's usually larger on the inside than it is on the outside is an object of Binder's.
Tardis.
That's the god of
The god of who?
of intimacy.
This one here is Valina. This is Palace. This bag here is Mim.
And what's in that one?
Huh?
What's in that one?
This one? You're not sure because you look in the bag, you can't see it, but you can feel there's something in there.
Okay.
Mim, who is the god of poetry. This one here is Myrrh,
Necklace.
the goddess of warmth. And this one here is Jakar.
Key.
Key is Jakar.
Yep.
I'd like to examine the vial from Palace, please. Pass it.
I'll tell you what, why don't we have someone who distributes these items who would like to be Vanna White for us?
I'll do it.
There we go. Exactly.
Yay.
Who would like to look at the belt?
Belt.
Well,
I feel like aesthetically.
He raised his hand.
belt. Unless there's writing on it, in which case
I'll
I
take
might have a
an
look
item
because
that
it's
has-
phonic.
Key would be fine. Any item
No,
that
if there's
could
writing,
be
just
examined.
you can
The
tell
key
me.
of Jakar.
Sure, I'll take a look at that. Unless is
Sure,
that anyone's
I'll
god,
take that.
Jakar?
What?
Oh, you got it then.
He's.
And then I'll
Follows
take the
Jakar.
necklace.
No, my
then.
god's Fawn.
Oh, that's right. You
Oh, the
Yeah.
belt should be him then.
That's okay. I mean, if there's no if there's no writing on the belt, then it.
And again, we're not distributing magical
Right.
items. This is more people
Just
who
to
are
look at them.
experimenting with them. Once you figure out what the items do, things may
move
shift.
around.
We'll absolutely give them to whoever
Yes,
we've worked
exactly.
for
Take the
the
necklace.
most.
The necklace.
Oh, I think Eelynn would want the potion
She
because
definitely
she's
would.
a Valina
Yeah,
follower.
That would
Would you
make
like
sense.
to put it with her stuff?
I guess I'll look at the earrings. They
Sure.
got dragons on them, right?
Yep.
I've got a theme.
They look
You
great
don't
on
truck
you.
with this stuff.
And
Magic
the earrings.
He
I'll take
said,
them, yeah.
and he'd pass over the bag
no
of unknown
Ferris,
item. I'll
right?
take a look at that. The bag.
What's
with-
up, dude?
The unknown bag.
There's no
I'll take the
Ferris,
unknown
right?
bag then to check out. See if we can figure out what it is.
Oh, these are the like
And
fit over your
Lex,
ear kind of things.
If you've got the dagger and you're up, you should have this.
Thank you.
Oh,
And it's on the health right now.
very
this
nice.
work, I might not
Very nice.
have the-
Yes,
It's on health now.
It's on health now with 0 slots taken.
Yeah, and it just costs you. Wait until you find out.
Ow. Oh, this is
Don't ever tell us,
Okay.
please. Don't ever
don't wear
tell
that.
us.
As long as you don't look it up, you'll never know.
Sports.
I'm not going to go out of my way to tell you. I just was laughing internally.
very cool.
All right, and then long rest, right? Or how much money is that?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. So this is 1800 and hundreds, 450s, 220s, 110s, and 7 ones. And then you have also some silvers.
2,507.
Some silver coins. So another 10, so another 1,000 and 100 silvers. So 100, in other words, 100 gold coins with a metric butt ton of money for your level.
Do we want to hand wave the even distribution of that and figure it out?
So you're saying we distribute it now while we are all together?
Might as well.
Okay. So, and it's 2,507.
But didn't you say there's a little bit more?
Yeah, and what? But I don't understand what that.
And then you
last
have three
Roughly
three rings.
Oh.
Would somebody like to look at the rings? But they're 3 rings that are
Non-magical.
fairly valuable.
Who would like to look at the rings?
I'll look at the ring.
Sure.
They're just fancy rings.
pretty.
You'll have to get them appraised. And then there's the gems too. So
How pretty.
the gems and the rings will have to be appraised.
And the gems are also non-magical, right?
I'll give you a suggestion. You don't have to take me up on it, but I often find if you distribute it by 9 and have a party set
Fun.
of money, where when you go someplace and something that the party has to pay for, you use that. I've always found that just makes things easier.
Well, that's easier with 1800. The math works out better.
Oh, does it?
I pull out my staff and I bring up the calculator app.
Oh yeah.
And I evenly divide that by 9.
Yep.
Very
That will
helpful
work.
stat.
Yeah.
That will work exactly.
So
Your
someone with a
staff
phone
does have
handy.
a calculator.
Did I hear we're paying for a party now?
Yeah.
Pizza
well,
party
once we're a
this
team,
year.
we're gonna have a big party. We need to have
Team
fun
building.
for that.
So did we actually officially rest?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
Of course, the irony is I still have all your guys' old money.
And that's in that box now?
Well, it's somewhere within the 10 boxes.
Which
2/3
we
of
carry
5
with
or
us?
6, so.
We take with us?
So all 10 boxes exist within that. There are 10 chests
Okay.
that you can place things into in there. You just need to know the 10 combinations to get to the 10 chests.
So there's 10 different combinations to get, okay,
Yes.
I see.
So that chest will hold 5,000 pounds worth of stuff in it in 500 in 10 500 chest chunks.
So we now know the code for one of the 10,
Right.
which is now empty because we've pulled all the stuff out of that.
Right.
Gotcha.
But
so
if
if we
we-
want to open that one again, we can,
Yes.
but
There's nothing in it.
But what we
there's
want to
nothing
do
in-
is move that more than 50 feet away from our treasure when we do it.
Oh yeah, I'll mage hand the combinations.
Yes, right. So we don't lose any of what we already have.
or we want to go to a bank
Or we want
and
to
get it
steal
wrong.
something from somebody.
a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh.
We've forgotten our original goal.
Yeah. Make sure you have nothing on you at the
Yeah.
time.
Naked. Go.
Yeah, there's a variety of things. Yeah, you certainly
Or
can game it.
start leaving your body.
When it talks valuable, it means monetarily only.
Yeah, it's not sentimental value that it cares about.
No.
But it's not non-magical items. It's not just coins though. It could
That's
be
correct.
items.
Clothes.
Yeah, so
Like
our
if you had a
shirt disappears.
necklace that that was very expensive but not
Coins are
magical.
Only valuable because we say they are. We already.
Like if we went to a fancy party and we did it, we could end up with all the jewelry at the party.
Upgrade our wardrobes.
Just saying. I've never been to a fancy party.
Until you get caught and somebody smashes that glass chest and everything that's in it's gone.
Perfect.
Is this the
bad.
party we're having? Is that what you're talking about?
One day,
Okay.
yeah. Friend,
Not your friend.
whether you like it or not,
Not your friend.
yes, you are.
I love how the accountant over there is still like they're doing actuary charts at this point, trying to figure out exactly.
I'm sorry, we wanted to get this to everybody.
No, I understand.
I'll take these around.
It's important stuff.
Yeah. But then it's busy work that's
You do
done
it
before we
later.
start up again. I want to keep these.
You were complaining that he wasn't like grabbing gold enough.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
this is like
This is my fault.
Be
plays into
$290
his-
each. I'll be right back.
How much each?
290, and then we'll have
290, there you go.
287.
I'm going to put Eelyn's in here.
100 silver is 10
So
gold.
you want to give me the other 50 for her?
100 silver is 10. Yes, it's 10
Well,
silver
she
to 1
lost
gold.
it, then she's part of our group, so this is hers.
So in other words, all that silver is
Is this for
100
Eelynn?
Eelyn's is in here.
Great. And then
And
you.
this will go in the party fund right
Sure.
there.
Thank you, Travis.
Or should you want to put the party fund in the box? Not
I thought you already put.
I know I was going to change it to Eelyn's, but that's all right. I mean, from the.
Well, is
put
it
hers in a bag.
established that we definitely know the combo to the box?
For one of them, yes.
For one,
One of the
you
10.
know one combo, but it costs you almost all the money you had on you.
Right. So what should we do with this
The party fund?
party fund? Put it in the box?
Yeah, let's put it in the box, and we'll
DM.
put it back for
And will
Eelynn.
we
We'll
be
just
able
keep
to access
Eelyn's stuff loose in the box
That
for
one
now.
area, yeah.
Hold on, we're gonna put the money back in the magical box that
Yes.
we barely
It's
got
fun.
open the
Okay,
first
can you
time.
show us all the code?
Watch here. It goes in. Okay, look, done. Closed it. Beep boop 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 boop. Here we go. Open and there we go again.
Okay.
Watch this. I'm gonna close it again. It's magic. Fellig.
hear
So
the
when he
sound.
does
check this.
beep,
I wanna
boop,
hear the
boop,
sound
boop-
it makes.
By the way, when he does beep boop boop boop, the box does become a large chest.
Right.
Incredible.
Yeah. So small. Yeah, and there's nothing in it. Look, and then beep boop 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 boop. Whoa. Oops. There we go. Closed again. And when I open it again, nothing. There's nothing in there. Isn't it amazing?
Wow.
All right.
All right.
Can you show that to me one more time?
Beep boop boop boop.
So I'm going to go around. We're going to start with Nyx, just to find out what you're doing, if anything, during your rest period. No, so starting with you, Nyx.
So again, she only needs to actually rest for 4 hours.
Sure.
During the other times, she would like to ask, if she can, while she's delivering dreams, she would like to ask Pallas what this is.
Oh, you know, that is a pretty smart move on your part. That is his device. You know what? I will give you a decent shot at that. So make a persuasion check to your god. Now, let's see if you can get his attention. I'm going to say that if you can persuade Pallas himself to give you that information, I'll say that's a 15. I don't think that's going to be as hard as you think, because it's his item.
5.
5, yeah. Apparently, Zen in your dreams are apparently saying, "But I want to know." Doesn't work for Pallas, unfortunately.
He's not the only
But that is
one.
I will give you inspiration, but you can't use it on that roll. But I will give you inspiration. I think that's a very smart idea, and I think
thanks.
that had a really good shot of working.
Thank you. Otherwise, both Nyx and Zin are keeping watch, but Zin definitely positions herself next to Fellig again and lays next to him and watches him sleep again.
Okay. Teal.
I'm gonna have the egg sort of just resting on my chest as I sleep. I don't know much about dragons specifically, but eggs you keep them warm.
Sure.
And I will be kind of manipulating the dragon earrings as well.
In what way?
I'll try putting them on. I physically tried to put these on and it hurt real bad. Me?
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
yeah,
very
that's-
pointy.
Well, it's designed to go in
Beauty
a
is
natural.
pain.
Yeah.
True.
It's designed to
not meant
actually
be
go
beautiful.
into a pierced ear. So
Oh, I thought it was one of those like wrap around your ear kind of
it
things. 'cause
does,
looks to
but
be-
it's got a pierced ear part of it at the
Oh,
bottom.
I do see that. That wasn't the thing that hurt me.
Oh, really?
The wings is very
Okay.
sharp. So yeah, I do that. Oh, does Teal have pierced ears?
He does now.
So
I'm gonna say he tries to wear them like I tried to wear them.
okay, so you
Sort of
put
resting them on,
both on, and what do you do?
I search within my own feelings to see if it's
Okay.
any different. No, I do that, and I'm holding the dragon egg as well.
Sure.
But other than that, I'm kind of just trying to be aware if anything changes.
Do you speak at all?
Yeah, I'm going to be whispering to this.
Okay, as soon as you speak even one word, feedback, painful, like the feedback you would get from the worst speaker setup, just bangs into both of your ears, and you have to take them off.
Ah. Nah.
What happened?
Unbelievably
What?
yeah, exactly.
What's wrong? Where's the enemy?
What?
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 Yes? You screamed.
Yeah, I screamed.
Right. So I've
really
been
loud.
fiddling around with my key and you're doing something. I just heard a scream. What's going on?
These things are very loud. They're loud. They were loud.
I'm starting to understand your grunts.
Good.
And yes, that means you don't know what to say. Like that one also means you don't know what to say.
Yeah, it doesn't happen that often, but it does occasionally happen. And then when I
think
do,
it
I don't.
happens really often that you don't know what to say, which is okay.
I would say that I'm in a situation that I've never been in before, and I don't have much of a.
I'd say we're all in a situation you've never been in before. Think about it.
As you contemplate
10 minutes later.
the merits of that rather philosophical statement, we're going to move on to Tobiath.
I'm fascinated with the ring that we got in the chamber.
Sure.
And knowing that it has something to do with water, I've created water because I can do that.
Sure.
And I keep trying to make it do something. I don't think I'm very effective yet.
Stick your head in the water. See if you can breathe.
Declyn seems to be anxious to help. But I'm curious, can I make the water respond to me? Can I make it take shape?
Still has those words on its.
I don't know the language.
It's in
Never
Lyrian,
shaped
which is
dagger
common.
It's upside down. That's
Yeah.
Never shape, dagger shape.
Yep.
That's
She
right.
wrote it down even.
I remember. That's right. It was never shape, dagger shape.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes. Now I say it out loud to myself.
All right. You say it out
Yes.
loud. It transforms into a dagger in your hand.
Ooh.
So the ring transforms into a dagger made out of that same sort of silvery steel.
Sounds familiar.
Let me stick your head in the water one more time. No.
Just to be sure.
Just to be sure.
Zing goes, what happens if you say something else?
Like what? What do you mean?
Anything, any shape?
Any
burger
shape. Food shape. No, it doesn't.
Specific.
Pork dinner shape. No, it doesn't do anything. Only the dagger. Never shape, dagger shape. Does that transform it back, or does it stay permanently in that shape?
Well, it's still that dagger, so.
Never.
It's harder to wear.
What about never shape, rock shape?
Never shape, rock shape. No, that didn't work
Bad.
either.
Yep. When you say never shape rock shape, it turns into a rock.
There's some
It
check
does?
marks on this card for sure.
Yeah, it sure does.
There's
Oh, no.
also maybe
into a
a
rock.
limited number of things
Anybody
that
got a pencil to throw me?
Okay, all right. We know who it is now.
All right. Can turn into a rock.
Oh, okay.
Throw it at someone.
I'm going to zip my mouth shut from now on. For now.
It's probably not unlimited.
So
there
maybe
might be a limited
don't
number
say
of
There might be a limited number of things I
Limited
can change
number.
it
right.
to. Yes.
doesn't set.
I just get this feeling that some god in the sky is checking a card every time I say something.
Enjoy holding on to that rock.
Yes, I'm going to hang on to the rock now, and I'm not going to say another shape, are we? Until.
For now.
Are there,
No. All right, I
Well, you
feel.
now change it to never shape dagger shape and never shape rock shape.
Yeah.
are there words on it?
The ones I said earlier about the dagger was what was on there.
Does rock also appear there now, or no?
Let
Well,
me
it's
see,
a
are there
rock.
any words on the rock?
It's not even that big of a rock.
I mean, are there any words on the rock? Did you say pebble or rock?
I said rock.
Rock, so yeah, well.
No, there are no words on the rock.
should we give it another go and see what else it might transform into?
Maybe not.
Maybe if you need like a key or something
Yeah.
at some point,
Maybe that's what I'm
maybe
thinking.
try something like that.
I'm going to
then.
save it because I don't want to
Yeah.
waste it on trivialities. So yes, that's what I plan to do.
Never shape lockpick shape or something. I don't know.
Don't
I'm saying it. I'm not holding it.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll experiment later. Now that I know I have a shape-shifting object, let's see what it might be useful for later. I'm tempted to say medallion shape. I'm tempted by
Only you had a rock in this situation.
You
Go grab
never
one
know.
outside.
You never
Honestly.
know.
I have given this item out, those people at home, I've given this item out in every campaign I've ever done. No one has ever turned it into a rock. First time for everything.
Thanks, Zin.
Well, it's going to stay in that shape until later when we might need something.
Okay.
Because you don't want to lose a rock.
Yeah.
Keep
Rock is a
safe.
good way
No
to
one
hold
will
on
steal
to
it.
it.
Yeah, I mean, how many rocks could there be?
Why
It's
not
easily
change it back to a ring?
Okay, never shape ring shape.
Gems.
Never shape ring shape turns back into a ring.
Good
All right,
idea.
good.
Does it say
Way better than
rock on the ring now?
It actually doesn't say anything on the ring right at this moment.
I wonder why it gave me
There's
that.
no inscription.
I wonder why it gave me the inscription earlier.
I would like to check and make sure that no one in our party is under the worships drawn or fawn.
He does.
Then you need to look at this belt, my friend.
What, is there any writing on it?
No, but we just know that it comes from Drawn, who serves Fawn.
I
And if
understand.
you worship Fawn, then I'm going to give this to you.
Then why don't we
exact.
swap?
Very well.
Were there some magic bags that we don't... Did they go
They're
somewhere?
not magic. Oh, what?
There was,
right, so
there
you're-
was a magic bag.
So you're now taking a look at the
Key of Jakar.
Yes.
Yes, I examined it. I'll pass it over just so you know what I know. If you look in it, you can see nothing, but from the outside, you can feel it's like square shapes, and they jingle like glass or gems.
Are they rocks?
One
No, but
can
if you
only
need
hope.
one,
Did you
Well,
want to
I
take a
know,
look at
but
this?
Maybe
Not
if
to be an
we're all
item hoarder.
playing with magical items, one of us could spend some time with this one. Who doesn't have one?
I don't.
It's rocks. It's right up your alley.
But
Feel,
do keep it for now.
feel
and
it. Look at
do
that.
your thing.
Rocks.
I figured it out.
I'm going to examine
These
it
are
as best I
rocks.
can before I take my rest.
Open it. You can't see any
Okay.
rocks.
And I am going to rest with it while holding it to see if maybe
All right.
something in my dreams will give me.
let me just
clue.
check something on your character sheet.
So that's what I will do before I take a rest.
We'll see if anything changes in the morrow. All right, Diony.
Before settling down with my object, I need to speak to Laric. I sit next to him. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
yeah. Look, I was wondering, can we just make an agreement here and now if we're going to be traveling together? Will you promise not to shoot any arrows into my back?
I promise not to try to.
Are you not used to smiling often?
Oh, me. No, it hurts when I smile because of the scarring on the side of my face.
When'd you get that?
Yeah, when I was a boy.
I think it's nice. Looks good on you. Like it's terrifying in a good way.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
Terrifying in a good way. Thanks.
Sure. Just want to say, when you start hitting the opponents, I think you'll prove a major asset to the not quite yet a team.
Thanks. I hope so. And I did open that box. Kind of an asset.
That was actually really cool.
Thanks.
Well, sleep well.
Yeah.
Oh,
You too.
there's this extra feather that I have been carrying that I pulled out of Fellig's master's apartment when I ripped apart the pillow. Anyway, you could sleep on it if it's more comfortable.
Thanks.
I have another.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah, very swell. And then I want to go up by myself and just snuggle up with this necklace.
Can I just say I found that incredibly lovely?
Nice.
I just really enjoyed that. Oh yeah, so you have.
I want to make sure I tuck it right at my core and take off my jacket and put on my front side and make sure that the necklace is super nuzzled and warm.
Sure.
As may be appreciated by, say, a goddess of warmth.
All right.
That's it. I go to sleep.
Blushing, probably Laric at this point. You could tell if you could.
Yeah, you can't really tell what with the hideous
Yeah.
scarring, but I'm going to put the belt on and then contemplate the feather for quite a while.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
that's probably the most, in all seriousness, that's probably the most human kindness that you've had in quite some time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You've had kind of a rough life.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Well, what do you do with the belt?
I put it on.
Oh, you put it on.
Yeah, and then I think I forget about it because I've got the feather, which I'm then going to keep. Eventually, when I go to sleep, I will put it in the pouch that I keep around my neck.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. All right. Fellig.
Before I go to sleep, pull Tobiath to the side.
So, wondering if I could talk to you about something that I don't want anybody else to know. Would it be all right with you if Chance stayed with me tonight?
Sure. If that would make you feel good, then of course.
Today was a little rough for me.
Yeah, I saw that. It was rough for all of us. And if that's what I can do for you, then it's what I will do for you. I send Chance over. I whisper a little instruction in his ear. Take good care of our new friend, Fellig.
I don't like fire.
Oh, fire bad?
Fire's bad.
Okay. Noted.
You probably saw my face.
Yeah. It did.
Okay, good night.
Do you do anything with the bag you've been given before you go to bed?
No, I got Chance with me now.
All right, excellent. You and Chance curl up.
Do you just leave it on the ground or something? I guess I'll go pick it
No,
up.
I turn it into like a little bed for Chance to sleep on top.
Okay, perfect.
Oh.
Chance sleeps right on top of it. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. All right.
I have one. I was thinking about the earrings for a bit, and I have the idea. And I go over to Nyx. And I say, hey, if this, okay, I have an idea with this thing. I think I know how this works, but I need to. It needs to work with someone else. So I had the thought of if I wear one of them and someone else wears one of them and go far away, maybe that because when I spoke and I was wearing both of them, it's really, really, really loud. But I have a feeling. I have a thought that if they're separated, then it'll work differently. Can you help me out?
Right, let's try it.
So you go over there, and I'm going to stand here, and we both put them on. And after we both put them on, I sort of like whisper, "Can you hear me?"
All right, so if you both put them on,
Yeah.
and they go on opposite sides, by the way, just so you. Yes, when you speak, even a whisper, the other person hears you as if you were whispering it into their ear. So it just inches away.
So I whisper to you, "Can you hear me?"
I can.
It worked! Ow! Sorry.
What's wrong? What?
Sorry.
This again.
No, I figured it out!
Oh, good.
Did that work?
Yeah. So as long as you're wearing, I'll read you at least as much as you know. These earrings appear to be a set of tiny dragons whispering into the ears of their wearer. When two separate people are wearing them, they gain the following abilities. They may speak with each other as if they were inches away from them. Even a whisper can be heard clearly.
I normally have to cast a spell to do that. But with this, I can just wear them. It's neat.
That is neat.
Hey, everybody, I figured it out. Yeah.
Excellent.
Cool.
Here you go.
Cool.
Come in handy.
Yeah, we should split these up. I shouldn't have both of them. We'll figure it out.
In the morning.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
All right. So you go to bed. Other than I know Nyx is taking part of the night. Who's taking the 2 other chunks of 2 hours?
I will watch.
You. Who else?
No, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I've got
Okey-doke.
dark vision.
So the night goes by uneventfully. There is one moment during your watch where one of the drakes, because are you still in the
Yes.
starts to make its way down, but as soon as it sees you, completely gone. So it doesn't look like the
Drake
2
baby?
little juveniles are interested in having combat now that their matriarch is gone. So you wake up and all is right with the world.
Do we know any more about this, having worn it?
So
Or this.
Was there anything written on it also?
let's see here. I don't believe that any of you learn anything special about your items. I'm assuming you didn't wear the earrings overnight.
No.
However, when you wake up with the ring, it now says never shape longsword shape. Almost as if every night you wear it, it will tell you a different thing that has already been programmed into it.
I keep that knowledge, so when I need it, I know that I can have it. I don't want to be carrying a longsword. I know that I can get one, so that's good to know.
Right. So you now know ring, longsword, dagger,
And rock.
Did Chance learn anything in the night?
Well, he's squeaking away at you quite animatedly, and
I don't know.
he does bring you a rather nice-looking piece of quartz that he seems very proud of, and that he gives you. And
Oh, thank you.
but other than that, I don't think he has gleaned anything from the bag.
I put it in my pocket.
Should we roll for Eelynn having had this Valina
No,
potion?
we'll let her try and figure that out.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Now-
she can have her moment trying to figure it out.
Now, Fellig, remember when you wake up again, Zin is still there.
And I pull my sword and I slice through the air. Stop doing that.
She goes,
You don't want to hurt Chance.
Oh my God! All right,
You're lucky this little mouse is here right now. Or things would go very differently.
I'll get you to smile at some point.
Well, if I push on the little gem here, does that do anything?
are you wearing it when you do that?
Yeah.
Well, when you press on the diamond, you begin to exude a wispy, ethereal smoke.
Check it out.
That's freaking metal, dude.
Yeah.
Okay?
Cool, then what?
Where there's smoke, there's...
Yeah.
"Why are you on fire?"
No.
Does it smell?
Does it?
No, and in fact, the smoke is not affected by wind, or like if you move around, the smoke isn't affected by earthly or Lyrian measures.
Right.
So-
it's the kind of thing that could conceal someone if they've got smoke around them. No?
No, it's not so thick that you're concealed.
Is there an odor?
No.
No.
Is he feeling,
Can I-
like, is anything funny? Do you want to giggle?
Can I reach out and pick something up? Mm-hmm. And it.
Yep,
work-
you're still physical.
Okay.
He's just smoking.
Let me try. I deeply inhale the smoke.
Yeah. The smoke doesn't react to you physically. It's not affected by your breath or anything. You don't inhale anything or smell or it seems completely not of this world, the smoke.
Is it like the grey dawn, like the the Grey Dawn, or does it remind me of anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll press it again.
Pressing it a second time doesn't seem to have any effect.
Still smoking.
Mm-hmm. But yes, very much like the Grey Dawn. Would you like to explain what that is?
Yes. Well, the Grey Dawn is when a soul is lost, right? In Phonic mythology, beliefs, when you die, if you get lost in the Grey Dawn, that's when you become undead. Unless you go through the Black Gate, which is what everyone should do and should want to do. But if you get lost in the Grey Dawn, that's how you become an undead.
Basically, the Black Gate is surrounded by this thing called the Grey Dawn, which is a wispy, ethereal type of smoke. And if you are not smart enough, or if you do not believe that you have died, if you feel like you are not, if for some reason you do not want to enter through the Black Gate, you get lost in the Grey Dawn. And that's how the undead come about, because they get lost within the Grey Dawn, and over time, that ethereal smoke infuses with them and they become undead. Which is, and again, at least this is their belief, if you're really stupid or you just will not accept that you are dead, that's why so many undead are not very bright, or they're very single-minded in what they do, because they just refused.
And that is an abomination
Yeah.
to my belief system.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Drawn is a protector of the dead. In fact, he specifically protects the dead from one of the things that Drawn does is specifically goes into the Grey Dawn and helps shepherd those who get lost and take them to the Black Gate. So that's a big part of what he does.
Do I feel any different?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but I mean, you don't feel more ephemeral. You don't feel like
it's not like
lighter or
right. Or if somebody throws something to me, it's not like it. Okay.
No, your abilities don't feel any different. Your vision isn't different. The smoke doesn't obscure your vision whatsoever.
Okay.
It's a really, really, really cool effect.
Yeah.
Since I had no luck earlier asking Palace, is it possible for me to open this vial to sense something?
Smells a little bit like blueberries and fresh rain.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Smells like
I'd like to wear that.
blueberries and fresh rain.
Double dog dare you to taste it.
So with potions, you can just give it a little taste and still not drain the potion of its magical
Drop
capabilities.
on your fingertip.
You can take a little soupçon.
Take a little taste.
You feel.
I just want to stand next to her in case she falls over. So I could grab the bottle and her both.
Although this is difficult for you because you're already so comfortable in the darkness, you do feel more energized and comfortable in dark spaces.
I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like I'm almost invincible in the dark right now. I just feel so. I already feel comfortable in the dark, but this, I feel like it might be something to give to someone who can't see very well, possibly in the dark. But I don't know for sure yet.
Might also be good for someone who's, going to be
I will
attacking from the dark.
also let anybody who's trained in Arcana.
Yeah.
So that would be Tyll, Nyx, and Diony. Mm-hmm. You can make a Arcana check.
That's not going to do much.
16.
15.
Yeah, anything over 15. So you also recognize that both of these are probably filters, which means that they are potions that hold more than one use.
So it's a multi-use potion?
Multi-use potion, yes.
So you could just go for it.
Well,
not yet.
You used up a charge.
Yeah, Eelyn's still sleeping, and I wouldn't. It does look good. May I push on some crystals around here? Beep, boop, beep, boop. Boop, beep, boop.
All right.
And the box opens.
You push on them and you make boop boop sounds.
If you put something in the bag.
That doesn't seem to have any effect.
Then I will take it off, and I will spin it around in the air.
All right. That doesn't seem to have any effect.
I do it for 15 minutes.
Well, at the end of 15 minutes, you find that your arm has become tired.
Any ideas on this one?
Could it be No, that's stupid.
And that was magical, correct? Did detect as magical?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it detected
It was-
as
it was
magic
magical.
as
Yes, it
magic
was.
of myrrh.
Maybe.
There's no stupid ideas. What do you
Yes,
know of the
say-
goddess
You
Myrrh?
said that your arm got tired after.
Yeah, that was
swing-
because I was swinging it for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Perhaps
But
it's
like
some-
maybe more tired than it would have been otherwise.
I
No,
think
you're
it feels
right,
like
that-
regular
I said it
time.
was stupid.
No,
I
you're
was.
right.
You were.
You're right. That was.
Maybe
Wasn't
it
stupid, just a
activates
little.
once someone does something. Maybe some sort of protection.
I have a thought. May I investigate history on the goddess Myrrh?
Sure.
Nope. Not that die anymore. Mm-mm.
What was it? The god of?
Myrrh is warmth.
Goddess of warmth.
Maybe. Put it into.
Warm
Fire?
or hot water. Hot water
Or
first.
hot water.
Hot water first.
I heard fire. I set it down about 10 feet away.
By the way, I would like to thank everyone who's tuned in this week to watch us just try and figure out magical items. That's all this is.
Maybe it's
This entire
protection from-
episode is just sleeping, counting money, and trying to figure out what these magical items do.
That's right.
Just an hour and a half of this. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching to the end of the video. We literally haven't moved at all this episode. We're in the same exact space as we started. And we will be toward the end. Let's be honest.
Ooh, okay.
What are we doing?
So I was trying to roll low because I'd like to cast Firebolt, not Ray of Frost. And I did roll low.
Okay.
It's a 1.
All right. So you're. What does 1 mean?
So that means you get to choose whether it fires back on me or on someone else or.
Okay.
Let's find the exact wording.
Yeah. I believe if it's a positive effect, it works on the bad guys. If it's a negative effect, it affects you. Correct?
Well, one of two things can happen. You do say we should start with ellipses. Well, one of two things can happen. Either no spell goes off, which I would prefer, or the spell goes off on the caster.
I think probably we're looking at the spell going off of the caster.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say an 14 definitely hits me.
Are you wearing the thing though that you're?
No, I'm
wearing it.
casting. I
She's
took it off to cast at it.
Because it.
Why would I wear it if I was casting Firebolt at
Well,
it?
maybe
That's
because it's
crazy.
protection from fire.
Okay, so I got 10. I did 10 damage to myself with Firebolt.
All right. So in other words,
So
you went just a second, just a moment. I think I have an idea. You flipped your coin, aimed at it, and looked at it, and then lit yourself on fire.
I think all of my clothing is scorched and my hair is
Yeah.
a little bit burned, and I just go.
Just a whoosh of fire.
And luckily we'd had a long rest, so now I'm just at 6 hit points.
Sure. From your perspective, it could be that amulet literally reflects fire damage.
Amazing.
I don't correct anyone to make them think differently.
That
You
was
should definitely-
amazing.
The amulet does it. No one, don't just, don't worry about that. Anyone else want to hold it?
He doesn't like fire.
I don't like fire. I also don't like waiting. What are we waiting for? Can we go?
I think we should.
Wow, it's like you're speaking
Perhaps
as if
investigate
you're a
it
viewer.
before we leave.
It's some,
Investigate it once before we leave.
Chance hasn't stopped yammering at me
Chancey,
this
come back.
whole time.
Come back, Chancey.
Anyone?
you
Arcana?
do it.
And I called Chance back. He's spent the night with you.
All
and
right.
he
I'm
he wants to be back in my
investigating this
pocket.
amulet with
You're investigating the amulet with what now?
Arcana?
I don't know that will do what you're looking for it to do, but you can make an Arcana check, I guess, on the amulet.
What do I roll to figure out what the heck it is?
So I don't. You would have to roll a history check if it is. So history checks work if it's a fairly common item. If it's a more unique magical item, like a history check would be like, oh yeah, everybody has those kind. That's a thing that's very common within that the Ceresian vial. That's an extremely common thing that everyone who's a Ceresian has. It's a magical item that they all wear. That's a history check kind of thing. Or that's holy water. Or that's healing potion. Those are very easy to identify. Arcana or history, those would both give that, or even religion in some cases. However, if it's a unique magical item or a fairly rare magical item, there's really identify is really kind of, or experimentation is the way to go.
Hey, book brain. You want to, think about what this might be?
I've lit my torch and I've walked through the hole in the wall.
Okay. Yeah. Real quick look.
Just real quick.
I don't. It's a. Well, here's the thing. I was the one who suggested that we light it on fire, so I don't think I really know.
Fine. I light a torch. I follow Fellig.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we figure it out later.
Yeah. Are you all right? Do you want me to get that dagger and stab you?
I would love to be stabbed by a dagger. Thank you for offering.
Can I borrow the dagger?
If you'd like to, or I could just stab her.
Oh, well, you weren't offering.
All right. I'd like to stab her.
You look very good at stabbing, and I feel like
Go and
you
stab her in the
kinda
back.
want to. Yeah, I'll turn around.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Give it a stabby
Do you
stab.
stab her?
Yes.
All right, do the damage.
So 1d4 plus 4, 3.
And sneak attack.
And sneak attack. Sorry about this. Hold on. Ooh, 8, 12.
Okay, I can only heal 10, but thank you.
You're welcome.
So you're healed up. Check
Wait.
mark. Make a check
Oh,
mark.
yes.
I think that was worth it.
That's two positives before we get to
I kind of
negative
wanted to
territory.
stab you.
Are we ready to part? There's a medallion.
I'm
I'm
You already
60
left.
feet beyond all of you
Can we
by
catch
now.
up with Fellig?
Yeah, let's go.
So now that you're outside of the area, you continue just going down the path. Sure, you make your way about an hour or so down the path. Seems fairly safe. It seems that this is the correct path as far as you could tell. It may be that room was part of a not correct path, but the Drake had broken through the walls and made its lair there. You then come to another junction. This junction has got only 3 paths. One path is a ramp that curls all the way up into an area over there. And there's a small waterfall here as well. The other path is the one that you are on. And the final third path is off to the right. So, let's see here. +2, right? Okay. It says the correct path is the one to the right.
Looks like Babbage is saying the path to the right.
To the right, I guess, right? He hasn't steered us wrong, really. The only trouble we got in is when we went off the path.
The right
except for
one
the
time
did steer us wrong.
Yeah.
many times.
But
Twice.
Babbage
Fulcrum
is the
thing.
god of
Yeah.
thievery and
Well.
mischief and things of that nature.
And we don't even know if this has been the right path all along.
Am I still just trailing grey mist all over the place? Awesome.
Actually, it continues for an hour, and at the end of an hour, it stops.
Okay.
Maybe next time someone helps you.
I don't think anyone else
We haven't been
can help.
doing
We can't.
No.
Yeah, we
She
can't.
can't be helped.
This
Yeah,
can't be Harold.
because
It's
we
all
don't,
Nick's.
we're not
Again,
Chicadian.
Well,
maybe we convert.
let us trust to the luck then. I say we follow it.
Same. We have no
Yes, let's.
All right then.
You take the path to the right. You continue on this time for 2.5 hours.
We're making great
You actually
time.
make very, very good progress. You now come to a large circular room. This room seems to be a switching station of sorts. In fact, it's got a huge central wheel of sorts. There are cart tracks that go off into 6 cardinal directions. It looks like carts of some kind, like rail carts, came up to this spot. And so some kind of large loads. And this room is full of boxes and crates. Looks like this was some kind of a loading place.
I pop open the nearest crate.
I'd like to search for traps first.
All right, go ahead.
Dad,
9 plus any kind of modifier or
Perception.
perception?
Probably.
Perception.
13.
A cursory look around doesn't see anything that you feel reads trap immediately. You pop open the nearest crate. It opens fairly easily. It's empty. It looks like most of and many of the crates are open. It looks like that, there was packing materials. Some of the crates, you just touch them and they fall apart. They're ancient and the wood has rotten away to almost nothing. None of the crates that you see, at least at a cursory glance, seem to stick out as particularly new or sturdy or fruitful.
the switching station.
Switching station of sorts.
It just has a bunch of switches?
Well, what I mean by that is, if you've ever been to a train station where they
Yeah.
Cargo is
Like the
loaded
tracks.
and
and
unloaded.
it looks like the floor is designed to revolve.
Yeah.
So it does look like there's some kind of, when I say switching station, you actually don't see the controls immediately, but it does
see
look
that
like
the
this
track
room was
is-
designed to have some heavy cargo come in and for it to go in one of 6 locations. So if you would like to make another check. It seems like if we consider you coming through the south, and that one being the north, that the one to the northwest-ish is the one that your compass indicates would be the right way to go.
Is there any way to see where the tracks have most recently or more frequently been used?
I'll tell you what. Let's use his super investigation, but we'll let you roll it since it was your idea. But we'll let you roll it off of his stat. Natural 20.
Yeah.
Yes, it is unquestionable that by looking at the wear and tear on the system, that it looks like things mostly came in from the area that she indicated and mostly go out by the area you came from. So it looks like you are on the right track, literally.
Well, I guess it's not playing a game this time.
Perfect.
It's good enough for me.
Let's go.
Onward.
Yep.
What does Chance say?
Squeak.
Still trying to tell us what's in the bag.
Yes. Yes, he's nothing about this, apparently. It doesn't interest him.
You then have a very long trek. The longest one you've had by far. 10 full hours moving down what is essentially a slightly, unfortunately for you guys, a slightly inclined tunnel. Was much easier when you were going this way, you were going down. And almost a completely straight shot. You feel like by the time you're done, you've probably gone at least 10 miles.
It's a great calf workout.
Yeah. It's pretty exhausting work.
Yeah, I'm dying by the end of this.
Do you need a piggyback ride?
Should have taken the cart.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't see any carts. Not in the switching station, and not here. But by the end of a very, very long trek, you do make it to another large room. This room looks very much like it was some kind of a populated way station. There are a number of archways which seem to lead to what may have been shops at some time, which may have been an inn. It feels like a city square that is now a complete ghost town. And you see some familiar faces, literally, as you saw from the very first room, as these porcelain doll-esque faces litter the landscape.
The glow child.
Huh?
The glow child.
The glow child.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
There is something I want to do that I forgot to do at the first time we saw the glow children. It's that I want to scan the image of them with my staff.
Yeah.
And save that
Feel
for
free.
later.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. You can do that with any image.
Yes. Yeah. So just holding the staff over. Just
Yep. Literally scans any image that you want.
Take an image of me in case you want a portrait at some point. When I become very famous for my
got it.
magician skills.
Yes, of course.
Do you just make the noise, or do you actually?
Yeah, I go a little.
Great. I might need you to commission a portrait at some point.
My rates are very reasonable. Yeah.
Great.
So there is a central fountain as well that is dry and looks like it has been dry for quite some time. There is some natural light coming down from shafts. You realize that you probably kind of lost track of time. Well, everyone but you have not. But this is actually, you're about in the morning. You've kind of walked through the night, but your resting periods have become a little topsy-turvy. But you actually see some natural light that looks like it is probably coming. Now you figure that you're still probably quite a ways underground. You're not seeing the sky by any stretch of the imagination, but maybe a series of mirrors did bring light down here and give the feel of a more, because the light coming in here is definitely natural. You can tell that as a druid in a heartbeat. As a result of that, there is the occasional plants here and there that have overgrown certain areas. But because it's still mostly stone and not soil, there isn't a whole lot of that here. It does have a very eerie sense of like you're walking through a mausoleum of sorts, that this is a place that used to be of commerce and probably of great community that doesn't exist anymore.
With my thief knowledge, is there any way I can roll for perhaps history to see if I know what this place used to be and any particular, interesting facts about it that could help us?
Oh, sure. Roll history.
Okay. 13.
I mean, the most interesting thing, the thing that you would probably be the most interested to see is still here in any way, shape, or form, would be a thieves' bank, a security area that thieves would use to hold loot before they distributed it.
I think I've heard of this place before.
Well, I'm not saying that that's what this place is. I'm saying that within this basically is like a thieves' guild, this spot.
Right.
So of all the stuff around here, because it's pretty much how I described it, but the one thing that would be unique here that these people would not necessarily think of would be, usually every place has a thieves' bank where if the thieves loot someplace, it goes down a chute and it goes to a specific room that only very few people are allowed in, and that loot is distributed and then given to each member of the guild. If this was a Babbage community, then that would exist somewhere and therefore be a source of stuff.
So, now, if my recollection is correct, if this is a place of Babbage with thieves, a guild of sorts. There might be a place where treasure is kept outside of view, but perhaps we might be able to find some more loot, as they say. Would I know anything about the particulars of how to get to such place?
Yeah, you would know approximately where they would have something like that.
Does it look like this place, something bad happened here that ended was it a sudden ending to this place, or does it look like it just went into disuse?
More like it went into disuse, like a ghost town.
Okay.
So,
I mean, there's no dried blood on the walls.
Right.
There's no like great battle that happened here. Or it doesn't have that feel.
Okay.
now is there like a bank, or would it be kind of...
No, it would be more hidden than that.
Yes, so...
You're looking for something that would be like a book return?
Mm-hmm.
Do you tell us all this?
Yes, I say it would probably be hidden in a very, very particular way.
We all split up.
What?
And look for a book return.
No, we are on a single mission right now, and did we not just get a lot of loot? Happenstance. Are we not well funded now?
We've walked for 12 plus hours.
And do you know how far we have to go?
A lot.
And is carrying more gold or jewels going to make it faster?
I mean, if it gives me more spells, I can be more useful to everyone, so yeah, kind of.
How many more spells do you need?
Someday I'm gonna be powerful enough to forge another.
But you're not today.
No.
And do you have the gold to buy another spell?
Maybe you'd appreciate being spoken to the way you speak to others.
We have a mission. Do we not?
Yeah.
Is that not more important?
Yes.
Certainly.
Yeah, but we've got to rest anyway. So if she wants to have a look around, what's the problem? We've been walking for 14 hours now, timey-wimey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been walking all day.
Yeah.
Well, all night. It's morning now.
And that's exact.
Do I need to point out the obvious fact that we still do not know if we are going to get out of here? We could be trapped in here forever. The more time we spend in here, the less likely we are to get out ever.
We're gonna get out.
You keep saying that.
Because it's been written. This has been measured. We know that where we're gonna be.
Your God mumbo jumbo is not my God's mumbo jumbo.
I could show you the math.
And I don't care.
He can't read.
Well, while they're arguing, I'm going off to look for this, because that's what I care about at the moment.
I agree that we need to rest. And while we're resting, there's no harm in Nick's doing some exploring. We're not here to specifically explore, but while we're resting, what's the harm?
Are you not tired? I mean, I can tell that you're very large and muscular, but are you not tired?
I think someone's a little hangry.
I have a fuel that drives me. It is my hatred. It is my rage.
And on that note, we're going to leave him with his hatred and rage until next chapter. Thank you so much for joining us this week.
Every campaign needs an episode
That's
like
why
that.
everyone plays this.
And please join us next week for more Dungeon Call. Or
Who you gonna call?
Dungeon Call. Next time on Dungeon Call. Something is happening that comes from that general location.
Are you all right down there, Nix?
Are you going over there to say that?
Yes.
Just like shouting from across the
No.
All right. So you shout down into the hole. Is there anything else you want to do?
Not yet.
All right. Then that's your turn.
Okay.
That's it.
And Diony, you hear nothing but the droning on and on about arcane.
Magellan was born out of that conflict between. Who's here? That he could everything.
Tyll, shut up!